For the last 10 years, smartphones have dominated the tech industry. It seems like every company wants to make the next big thing for your pocket. But what if I told you that the smartphone era is coming to an end? What if there's a tiny device in the works that can replace it? Well, believe it or not, we're already living in the early stages of a new tech shift. PCs were hot in the 80s and 90s. Then laptops took over around the year 2000, and ever since smartphones have been the most popular device. But a new device is rising that could make all of these obsolete. So what exactly is this magical piece of tech? Well, it's still kind of early to say, but many experts agree it will likely be some sort of AR glasses, perhaps wearable AI, or even a brain-computer interface. But whatever it is, it will likely look something like this. So sit back, relax, and let me explain. So for starters, let's talk about what this device actually does and how it'll work. Okay, so it's very clear that it'll need to be incredibly powerful and intelligent to replace smartphones. After all, your phone does pretty much everything for you, from taking calls to telling you what to eat for lunch. So this means the device will need to be able to access and process large amounts of data very quickly. Some believe that this will be done through a combination of high-powered processors and artificial intelligence. The AI would be able to learn your habits and preferences and then use that knowledge to help you with everyday tasks. For example, it could schedule your appointments for you or even help you write emails. It could also control other devices in your life, like your thermostat or security system. This would free up your time to focus on more important things, which is definitely appealing. But what about the actual screen? Well, one possibility is that we lying see the development of holographic displays that can project information in front of us. This would allow us to interact with our digital world in a more natural way. We wouldn't need to look down at a screen or wear clunky goggles. Instead, we'd be able to see everything we need right in front of us. And if you're worried about privacy, don't be. These displays would likely be able to turn off and become transparent at the push of a button. Okay, so we know it'll be powerful and smart, but what about its physical form factor? Well, here's where things get really interesting. Smartphones have been getting bigger and bigger over the years. In fact, the average size of a new smartphone model has increased by 50% between 2012 and 2020, but that trend is unlikely to continue. The next device will need to be small enough to wear comfortably. It also needs to be lightweight and durable. It's unlikely that we'll see smartphones with screens larger than 10 inches anytime soon. Okay, so what about real-world examples? Are there any companies already working on this tech? Well, yes, there are several companies that are already working on devices similar to the one I described. For example, there's a company called Magic Leap, which is developing a mixed reality headset that projects a holographic display in front of your eyes. There's also a company called Nreal, which is working on a brain-computer interface that allows you to control a computer with your thoughts. While these devices aren't quite ready for prime time yet, they're definitely leading the charge when it comes to developing the next generation of human-machine interfaces. So, when will this replace our smartphones? Well, that's tough to say. Some believe it could happen within the next 5 to 10 years. However, others believe it'll take much longer. The truth is that nobody really knows. But one thing is for sure, the smartphone era as we know it is definitely coming to an end. Thank you for watching till the end, and I'll see you in the next video. Now, here's a little secret. This device won't just replace your smartphone, it could also make you smarter. That's because it'll be able to access and process vast amounts of information almost instantly. You'll be able to learn new things and solve problems that would take a normal person hours to figure out. Plus, it'll be able to help you remember things. No more forgetting where you left your keys or what you were supposed to do today. This device will keep track of everything for you so you can focus on being present in the moment. Don't forget to subscribe to Everything Trends and turn on your bell notification to be the first when we post another video.